My mom tells the story when I was 4, I told her I was going to be a doctor. So I declared early on that this was my calling. I was a student at Michigan State. The drug cyclosporin was going to be the wonder drug that changed the game for transplant. During my immunology class, that's where my proverbial light bulb went on.
So I had a liver transplant last January because I have a rare blood disorder called Budd-Chiari. They can manage this disease for a certain amount of time, but really the only cure for this disease is liver transplantation. Before my diagnosis, I lived a very healthy lifestyle. I enjoyed running, I enjoyed sports, I enjoyed backpacking. I went from being able to run 10 or 20 miles to not even being able to pick up my 1-year-old daughter. I was shocked whenever I heard the word transplant. In fact, I wouldn't even say the word transplant. I called it the T word because it scared me that bad.
So when I met Michael, it was during our surgical evaluation. You know, I was struck by Michael, by his just overall nature, but yet he was still afraid, because that's natural when you come to me. And a lot of people like to have control in their lives. And this is where we take control from patients and ask them to trust us. He did.
And that's when my perspective on transplant really changed, because transplant went from being this horrible thing that could happen to being like, this is my chance, this is my last hope, this is what's going to save me. My liver was no longer viable. I needed a transplant, and I needed an option here in St. Louis who could take care of me. And SLU was the only one I felt that was qualified to take care of my special condition.
Transplant is a team sport, and I always tell people that. You can't do it alone. So when you come in with whomever is on your team. But my job is to make sure that when you walk out of the office, you may not know transplant, but you're going to know a lot about it at your level.
And at that point, that was the first time I started to realize that things might be okay after I get my transplant. That was the very first time.
Patients say, I felt like I had surgery, I felt like I got hit by a light truck, but I can tell I feel better already.
So the first person I saw when I woke up was my wife, and I asked her, like, hey, did I actually get the liver? She's like, yeah, and I started doing a little dance because it was the end of like a very long journey to me, and it was like, everything's gonna be okay. So I had my transplant in January 2017, and in March of 2018, almost 1 year later, my wife and I were able to backpack the Grand Canyon. We went all the way down, all the way back up, 4,000 feet. My legs were killing me, but my liver and my health felt great. To Dr. Randall and the team, I just want to say thank you and tell you how grateful I am for everything that you've done for me. I have my life back. My name is Mike Menne. I am a liver transplant recipient at SSM St. Louis University Hospital, and I am a grateful patient.
We're building for the future. Please donate to SSM Health Foundation.